So we put it in the rod holder. The way these work is off of tension. So it's easy to take these in and out. So we just lay these in, and then we just put our safety line onto the reel handle.
And that's a little important thing.
Yeah.
This right.
Absolutely. Definitely don't want to lose that rod and reel, that's for sure. So we're all set. So now we have one rod that's 5 boat lengths out. This one off the rod tip is 3 boat lengths out. And we do the same thing on the opposite side. What we also like to do is we like to use different color stretch plugs. Figure out what's going to be the color of the day. Right now we have blue and black. We have silver and black, which is closest to our herring, a chartreuse, and a chartreuse with stripes.
All right, now we're just going to follow the birds.
There you go. So Bob, all you got to do is watch that rod tip. Once you see that rod tip start to bounce, that means that he's starting to pick it up and he's going to run away with it, and then the circle hook's going to do its job. Bob, take a look. Pick up that rod. Pick up that rod tip. Think he's going to go?
There he is. I thought there was a bite on this one. There we go.
Oh, that's a better one.
Yeah.
There you go, Bob. A little light tackle, Raritan Bay style fishing for you.
Yep. These are fun. A lot of fun with these things.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, Fred, about the size of these fish, they're kind of small in the beginning of the season. Did it get bigger? What's the trend what we got here?
What happens is you're going to get resident fish that are here all year round, and you're going to have those fish. And those fish are going to be anywhere from 12 to 24 inches. And then what you're going to have is a new body of fish that comes in, and you can tell because they're going to have that purple hue and sea lice on them. Those fish are going to be anywhere from 24 inches up to 32 to 38 inch, and then you have the big breeder female that come in. And you know, here's another fish right here, actually, Bob.
Okay, you get that one.
So what happens is you get the bigger females that come through, and those are the breeders that are actually dropping eggs. And then you have the Raritan Bay as they use as feeding to fatten up on forage fish, and then they work their way up the rivers and drop their eggs. Now, looking at this fish, again, for conservation's sake, another perfect hook set on a circle hook. And the best way to release this is, the stripers have a hinge here. All you do is take that hinge and take the circle hook right around.
Look at that.
There you go.
That's a good tip.
And that fish is no worse for the wear there.
How pretty is fish?
Beautiful fish, huh?
Beautiful fish.
All right. Another fish up front.
Now, Fred, while we're bringing that fish in, talk a little bit about the chum slick and what we did here with the whole thing.
Okay. Well, what we've done is we basically imitated a natural feeding frenzy for these fish. What these fish tend to do is that they'll come in, and wherever there's clams that are broken up from the surf, from a storm, that generates a feeding frenzy for them. So what we do is, what we're trying to do is just mimic that. We're breaking up clams, we have clam chum and bits of clam that are water in the scent, and all we're doing is replicating their normal feeding pattern after a storm.
So, and we got the tide going, we'll get an incoming tide.
Yep, we got an incoming tide, but we got a north wind, so we got a little bit of a wind against tide situation. So what we've done is we've side anchored. With the side anchoring, it's still allowing a chum to go a certain way, because if not, if we weren't side anchored, our lines would run up to the front of the boat. So now this is a natural presentation. The boat's not swinging, and the baits are sitting where they're supposed to sit.
That's really important. That the anchoring is probably key to this situation, because with the tide, with the wind, and that setting that anchor is the correct way to do it, because like you said, those lines would be
we'd be spinning, we'd be pirouetting.
Yeah, we'd be spinning.
So good job with that.
For you. All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's get some more here. This one got here too. Yeah, they're coming in, guys. There you go. You got them yourself.
Yeah.
There you go. Here, let me take this one. All right. There we go, a little double header here, Bob.
This one's taking a little bit of drag.
Yeah, these are, oh, you got a keeper, Bob. That's definitely fighting like a keeper. Mike. There we go. We got them started now.
I like when a plan comes together.
Yeah, how about it, huh? Little double header here. I think yours is a better fish. You might have the pool winner. Look at these beautiful fish.
That's a nice size one there,
too.
Yeah,
look at that. Yeah. I think yours might have mine now.
And another one.
Another one. That's triple hitter. Again, perfect hook set. Bob, take a look at this. As you're fighting that big fish.
Yeah.
Right in the corner.
Right in the top.
There we go.
I am someplace.
All right, let me go up to the front, get that fish for you. Little two-step. Take that one, Mike.
It's a nice one.
There's another nice one.
There we go.
That might be a keeper. Put this in a rod holder, and we'll get you a net. There we go.
Come on.
All right. Go ahead and get that other one, Bob, in the corner.
Okay. I'll get out of that way. This is another nice. Fred, this is a riot on this light tackle, man.
Isn't
this is
it?
Absolute riot.
Where is it? Give me the scissors, Joe.
This boy wants to go.
No, I'll just let this guy go.
Yeah.
All right, let him go. All right, Bob.
That's a
Nice fish.
Real nice fish.
Perfect hook set right in the corner of the mouth.
It's amazing what that fish hook has done for the conservation of these fish. That's a nice fish there. Look at that.
Another fish on up front, Bob. Why don't you get that one too? There you go. This one has sea lice. Take a look at this. Look by the gill plate. See that sea lice? Rub that sea lice right there.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. And look at his tail, guys. See all that sea lice on the tail? These are all sea lice. This is a fresh ocean fish right here. All right.
All right, Fred. We're catching some stripers here.
Okay.
Love that light line stuff.
All
It's
righty.
a riot. Get a little heavier tackle here going on.
Absolutely.
We're going to start live lining. Tell us about live lining and with the baits we're going to use.
Okay, well, what we're doing is, as you can imagine, we've actually stepped up our gear. Now we're using TLD 15s and 20s with heavier rods, 30-pound tests, 50-pound leader, and obviously bigger circle hooks. We're using much bigger circle hooks right now. And the idea is now we're fishing with much bigger bait. What we did is, as you know, we threw the net this morning on live bunker. And we got that bait from Great Kills Harbor. Now what we're going to do, we're actually going to fish these live baits for these bigger fish.
Now let's just go back to the bunker a second. I mean, you can live line bunker, right? You can
Correct.
also chop it up and use.
Correct.
Now, where did you find the bait at? In the bait? Is that they're not out here right now?
No,
right?
they will be out here in schools later in the season, but that is actually an estuary where they actually adult females will drop their eggs. So that's just a natural habitat where they're going to go drop their eggs. So they're always there year after year after year. So you can count on there's always going to be fish there. So that's what we did. So we went over there and threw the net on those fish over there.
Now, are they in certain spots, or are they just, or how do
No, you see them filtering right on the top. You'll see them popping, and they're filter feeders. You know, all they're doing is with their gill rakers, they're eating the plankton in the water. That's all they're doing.
And then so you netted them, got them in a live well.
You got it.
Important to have a good live well too, Mike. Bass boats, freshwater boats, saltwater boats.
Absolutely.
You got to have. Okay, so now we have a bunker here, right?
Yep. Here's our live bunker. We have a nice bunker. And this is, or they're also known as pogies in the south, Manhattan in the north. But this is the actual bait that we're using. And the way we rig these baits are on our circle hook. We'll take them, we'll rig them right through the nostril. You'll see that nostril right there. Okay. Out the other nostril. And there's our live bait. We're ready to fish.
And just drop it down.
You got it.
Okay, now we're using, how much weight are we going to put on this thing?
Today we're going to use, we're on a 3-way rig. We're actually going to use a 10-ounce weight to make sure that these fish are pinned on the bottom, right where the big bunker are going to be laying.
So that's where you want it down on the bottom. You don't want them swimming up like we had the other sinkers.
Exactly.
Sliding.
Yep.
This
Exactly.
one pins it to the
Just
bottom.
going to pin it to the bottom.
And then the big striper's just going to come in.
You got it.
All right, let's put
All righty.
that out.